you guys? This is Divya along with Raja and welcome to yet another episode of Adira Reacts. In this episode, we're going to be reacting the new Abhishek Bachan movie which was played on Netflix, Dasvi.
We are not going to be reacting, we'll be reviewing the movie.
Did I say reviewing or reacting?
You said reacting.
Okay, sorry. We are going to be reviewing the movie and not reacting. Because we have already seen the movie.
Yes, we saw the movie a few days back.
Yes.
And it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix production movie.
Yeah.
Also produced by Jio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think they tied up.
They tied up and it's probably out there going to be there in Jio cinemas or something like that.
Yeah.
But the movie is having a few good actors. We're having Abhishek Bachan after a very long time.
Yes.
Yami, Gautam and Nimrat Kaur.
Yeah.
The story revolves around Abhishek Bachan going as a CM. Abhishek
Bachchan is a CM actually. CM
Chief
of
Minister.
Harit Pradesh.
Is it there an actual state?
There's no actual state like that.
So it's
but
just a made up state.
So he's a CM of Harit Pradesh.
Okay.
And he actually gets caught into. He's this really like you know how CMs would be probably like politics.
Especially in a small.
Want to just get things done like that.
Especially in a small state. Where there is a lot of.
Corruption.
Yes. Okay.
Kaisa bolta hai, bro.
Okay, wait. Before you continue, we're going to be talking about the movie. So there will be a lot of spoiler alerts.
And for those of you who haven't watched it, may want to watch it after this.
Yes. We're just going to give you some little idea of how the movie is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the CM goes to jail.
Yeah, he goes to jail because he gets caught maybe because
For
of
a
some
scam.
teacher scam.
Yeah, some scam he did, some Joel he did.
Yeah.
And then he was sent to prison.
Yes.
But then the thing was that he was not sent on, not convicted as fault.
As fault, yeah.
So it was just under suspicion case that he was put to jail.
But then there's this thing where he says in the movie that if you make more malls in the city, then you will get more money.
Yeah, so it's all about pesa, you just sign the paper and then you get the permission.
But then if you have more schools instead of malls in a city, then you'll have over-educated kids and then you'll have unemployment.
And then again, the vote will not come to him and stuff.
So you better have malls and let people spend their money. Humko to paisa hi chahiye.
Yes. So he went to jail.
Yeah.
He went to jail. Then while going to jail, he gave the power to his wife to become CM. Now, I don't know how it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense. But the jail also where he goes, also very cool, the jailer. He doesn't live like a normal person there.
So I think that's probably normal in most areas in which if you're a high-end politician, you go to a jail and then you get special privilege service in prison.
Yes.
So he was getting privilege service in prison.
Yeah.
And then the worst part was that he had transferred a lady officer, Yami Gautam, to that prison.
Yeah.
Because Yami Gautam was interrupting his political party.
Yeah. So basically he
transferred this girl to the prison.
Not realizing that he would also end up
being in the prison. So now he's stuck with Yami Gautam being the superintendent. Yeah. And Yami Gautam does not want to go follow with all this special VIP service in prison.
She doesn't care. For her, she's the superintendent and he's a prisoner.
Yeah, we don't care what your power rank
whatever,
is.
we don't know.
You're back in the
basically, you're a prisoner and I'm the superintendent right there. And she did a brilliant job. Yeah.
She did an amazing job.
She was like so stern and like so fit.
Yeah.
Like very nice.
And then now Abhishek Bachan is having a problem because on two sides. He's having problem in two sides. The first problem he's having is that his wife, after becoming the CM, is now really power thirsty.
Yeah, if you actually see his wife in the first part of the movie, you'll see like this really, like how, like, in the very soft-spoken, can't, just
afraid, shy, timid.
Would just go home and cook and
she was actually taking care of the cows.
House and cows both.
Yeah.
And then in the next part of the movie,
after she becomes CM, she becomes all super powerful. Yeah. She made a statue of herself.
Yeah, and then she has a personal assistant taking her pictures.
Taking pictures, Instagram, taking notes and everything. She does not want to give the seat back to
the husband. Yeah, and then there's this one dialogue which she says in the movie. It is Abhishek Bachchan's dialogue which she uses back on him, saying that आप CM के पति हो थोड़ा ऊंचा बोलो.
So because in the beginning, when Abhishek was giving the power to the wife, Nimrat Kaur, he said that now you are now you are the CM. You are the CM's wife. You are no longer the CM's wife. you should speak up just like you're a CM.
Yes. So,
So-
I think she took that part really seriously, and then she went like all out, went for meetings, went for parties, went for, made even her statue like this, like
Yeah.
literally like this, and she just didn't want to give him the kursi, and she did everything she could do so that he does not get out of the jail.
So
That was the best part about the whole thing.
So there was Abhishek Bachchan's first problem.
Yeah.
The second problem is that inside prison, he was being treated no longer VIP treatment. He was
Yeah.
being treated just
After
like
Yami came, he was just
Yeah.
being treated as a normal prisoner, what everybody else would be treated
And then
as.
now the problem starts is that Yami insults him, saying that you're just an 8th standard pass. We're gonna give you 8th standard work.
And that is also because of his signature.
Yeah.
His signature is literally 4 lines
And one
a
dot.
dot. So that's why she asked him like, how much have you even studied? So
Yeah,
he said,
I don't think so. You're educated.
Yeah.
How much have you studied?
Unpad gawar. She
Unpad
literally
gawar.
insults him on his face.
8th standard pass. So
Yeah.
now Abhishek Bachchan is given the job to make chairs.
Chairs.
The very same kursi he was so proud of.
Yeah.
Now he's supposed to
making
make
them.
chairs. So that insults him so bad.
Yeah.
And then now what he wanted to do was get out of work.
Yeah.
One fine day he saw people going to the library
Yes.
for education. So that's when he found a flaw in the system. Being a CM, you need to be able to find flaws in the
Yeah.
system. Very smart guy. He found the flaw in the system that if you're actually studying for something, you can avoid
You can
going
avoid
to work.
working, yes.
And that's
So-
a prison law in this movie. I don't know
Yes.
whether it's
I don't know whether
real
we don't
life
know whether
also.
it's real life or not.
Yeah.
But so he sees the library and then he just goes to Yami and tells her that, you know what, now I want to complete my mother's dream.
Yeah.
So and then she goes like, what is your mother's dream? To complete Dasvi. So now that's where the
title of the
movie
movie
comes from, Dasvi, because a high school diploma is something that he wants to complete, and that is his mother's dream as well.
So now the question is, will he complete his 10th standard?
Yeah.
Because after so long he's coming back to studying,
Yes.
and then he's always have this
Yes.
absolute power even without education.
Without education,
He
as
doesn't
well.
know what he's
Yeah.
doing as a
But he
CM.
does face a lot of obstacles in it. So then, like obviously while studying, you're studying suddenly after so long.
Yeah, he
History,
couldn't-
geography, Hindi,
Maths.
whatever. Like you name all the subjects. Is so-
English.
And on the other hand, he's trying to get out of jail, but then his wife is doing everything she can to have him in the jail.
So the story is really nice. The story
Yeah.
is really fresh. The story is
Yeah.
really something
and
new.
it's actually based on a true story.
Yes, that's inspired by true story.
It's inspired
by a true story.
Inspired by a true story.
An actual CM actually went to jail and actually did
and actually
pass.
studied and did pass.
That was the 12th standard.
That was the 12th standard.
In
but
the
here
movie, it
it's
was
the
remade
10th,
with
yeah.
10th standard.
In
Of
the
course,
10th
again,
standard.
more drama, more songs. And it's quite fun. The movie is really fun.
And then he actually says that, if I do not pass, I will not sit on the CM ki kursi again.
now, that's the interesting
Yeah.
part.
That is the most interesting part of the
So yeah, you know how the story is. If you have seen the trailer, you have a
Yeah.
gist of an
Little
idea
idea,
that
yes.
this is a story of Abhishek Bachchan going to jail, going out of jail. But then
Yeah.
there's so much more
Yeah.
of the entire movie. The lines are really
Yeah.
wrote beautifully.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny,
Also,
it's-
it's emotional at the same
Yes.
time. And also it's, there are bits and parts of it where you're literally getting angry probably at the wife or something or the other.
And
like,
Abhishek
why?
Bachchan's acting is really
Yeah,
good.
Very, very good.
That
CM.
CM, the
Yeah.
power of the CM.
Power
The
of the
acting
CM.
is
Yes.
on
Yeah.
point. Abhishek Bachchan, if you're watching this, good fan
Yeah.
of yours. Amazing movie. I love Bluffmaster and I love this movie.
Yeah, this one was a really nice movie. So if you guys have watched this movie, let us know what you think about this
In
movie
our
in our
comment
comment
section.
section down below. And if you haven't watched this movie, do you think that he will actually clear his 10th standard and become the CM again?
And another question is, do you think? Well, most likely he passed, right? In this movie, it's a Bollywood
You're
movie.
giving a spoiler alert.
It's a good movie. Now the question is, do you think he'll pass? One. The second part is that if he pass, do you think he becomes a CM or the wife becomes the CM?
Or do you think that if once he becomes a CM, does he actually remain the CM or he becomes another minister?
वो सोचना पड़ेगा.
वो
That's
सोचना-
something. That's
वो तो
something.
हमको पता है, so आप
Yes.
देख लो.
Yes. So that's about it. We hope to see you in our next videos. Stay safe. Keep smiling. See you next time. Bye bye.